jump right back into it, and I'm going to add Spanish versions of the songs that we sing every Sunday to ProPresenter. Now, the first thing that you need to understand and hear me is do not use Google Translate, period. All caps. I will find you like Liam Neeson if you use Google Translate. It's just because Google Translate doesn't make a direct translation to Spanish, especially when it comes to songs. You may notice that songs have certain melodies and certain syllable counts to fit within the music that you need. And when you use Google Translate, it doesn't really work that way. They don't know that you're trying to say the same thing but within a certain syllable count, so it comes off weird. So what you really need to do is try and YouTube or Google Spanish versions of that song, not just Spanish translations, Spanish versions of the song. The words might literally be something different in Spanish, but that's okay. It's because an actual Spanish speaker has taken the time to translate those songs accordingly. So, all right, I'm going to minimize myself. You should still be able to see me in the corner. All right, and I'm going to come up here to How Great Thou Art. Now, I actually know for a fact that these on How Great Thou Art are done and done correctly, but just to check, you can always come to like Google. Let's type in How Great Thou Art Spanish version or Spanish lyrics. And now again you can come to YouTube, and typically someone has always gone through and typed them up, or has gone through and you'll see like pictures or actual lyrics in Spanish. Let me see. Music's Match, not always going to be a great option for you to choose. Again, that's usually just Google Translate. Your best bet is going to be from a YouTube. And in Spanish, it is called Cuán grande es él, which is how great is he, literally. Let's see if this one has the lyrics. Alright, so you can look at the information about this song, and it does not have the Spanish lyrics written out. So I'm going to try Bianca Rosario's version of How Great Thou Art. It does not have the Spanish lyrics. Let's see if the actual song does. Alright, so it's got the English translations. Let's try and find another one. Wow, this one's really old school. Gracious. Alright. Let's come to the actual lyrics. Alright, so Señor mi Dios, al contemplar los cielos. I'm going to come back to ProPresenter and make sure that those are the correct lyrics, and they are. So cool, we are good to go. We do have the right version there. Now, worthy of your name, I actually know that this is correct too, and it's because there is a church that does all of these Spanish translations and actually puts them on YouTube. So I'm going to show you that one because they're a really good church to do. Worthy of your name, lyrics, Spanish. And it's Iglesia Celebration Church. You can trust that their lyric translations are going to be correct. See, so right at the front, it'll give you the Worthy of Your Name Spanish, and then all of the lyrics on the screen, on their YouTube screen, are going to be the correct versions in Spanish. So in Spanish, Worthy of Your Name is Eres digno del nombre. So again, you just kind of run through this YouTube video, and then you can check and make sure that those are the correct lyrics on our side of things. And they are. Now, Life Defined, since this is a newer song, it might be more difficult to find the Spanish lyrics for it. Let's try and see if we can find them, okay? So, Life Defined Spanish lyrics. It looks like someone has already tried to find the Spanish lyrics to this song, and if we can't find them, again, that's perfectly fine. It's not all songs have been translated to Spanish. And I don't guess that this one has. We'll have to find, what was his name? Again, Music Match, I wouldn't really use that one. And again, it looks like we just can't really find them, and that's fine. Let me see if this one is the correct Spanish lyrics. No. And that's okay. So we just won't have the Spanish lyrics for that song, and that's okay. Fade Away. This one says English and Spanish, and it's because I actually took off the Spanish versions because they were wrong. We can't find those in Spanish either. At the Cross, there should be Spanish lyrics somewhere for that. At the Cross, Spanish. Yes. All right. Well, that's the Hillsong version. If you can't find the Spanish lyrics for At the Cross, that's fine. This is just an older song, which is why I was thinking that the Spanish lyrics should have been already translated. But I want to hear that someone has actually done. Sorry. Let's pause just a second, and then I will skip it. Alright, this is the correct Spanish translation for At the Cross. It's called En la Cruz. So you can watch this video every couple of seconds, pause it, and then type the correct lyrics into ProPresenter, and I'll show you how to do that. Alright, so I'm going to pull this to the side so I can still see the lyrics. And then I'm going to also pull this to the side. So you may remember to get the correct font for each song, you had to go to edit, and you'll do that as well when you need to add something to a slide. So we'll come to edit. And we're at the first one. There's a place where mercy reigns and never dies. You'll double click, hit the return button, and we're going to add some spaces, or not actually spaces, but more like hyphens for each of these, dashes, whatever you want to call them, and then start typing in the Spanish underneath it. So I'm going to minimize, or just make this smaller, so that I can still see the YouTube Spanish over here. Hay un lugar, which means there is a place, donde su, where the love. Alright. There's a place. Donde su amor, donde está. And then to get the different accents over the letters, you actually, on our keyboard, just hold down whatever letter you need. So I just held down the letter A, and then I'm going to hit the 2 key to get the accent over the A. And that's all that you have to do. You'll keep watching this video to continue moving forward with the Spanish version, and then adding it on each slide under that. And that's as simple as that is. So I'm glad I got to show you how to add the Spanish version there. Alright. So that is how you add Spanish to each of these songs. Again, never use Spanish on Google Translate. Always try and find the exact Spanish translation. And if you can't, then you can't. Don't sweat it. It's okay. If you need help with this, I do kind of speak. I can understand Spanish better than I can speak it, and I can definitely find a version where I know what it is saying. So if you struggle with this, always feel free to call me. I might not be able to help, and I'll tell you that, but I will try to if I can. All right, so stay tuned. On the next video, I'm going to show you how to add sermon notes.